I love my feminist people. Oh my God. What a good group of people. They want equality for all. Me, I think that we need a little bit of gender reparations.
Okay, so hear me out. I was bisexual my entire life, and then came out as a lesbian almost 4 years ago now. But when I realized recently, actually, all of the elevation in my life that has come from decentering men in every fucking area of it, in your spiritual spaces, in your practices, in who you're getting educated by, and who you're being taught by, in community, everything. When I prioritized women and also just centered myself and women, when all the decide what planet that they're going to after we fuck this one, invite me because I will thrive.
So this is singer Kehlani. I don't know if it would be pop like R&B-ish kind of singer. Kehlani. I'm not exactly 100% sure how her name is said. It might be Kehlani. Anyways, so this is her take on the decentering men. I want it to be very well noted about her preferences that she stated in the beginning of the video. I think that we cannot, not dismiss exactly what she said her interests are, who she's attracted to from the beginning of the video, right? So I just want to say that for all the women who are out there who talk about, decentering men, all the women who are in relationships with men, or who are attracted to men and actually want to, be in relationships with them. They want to build with them. They want to have a family in the future. Not because you might have picked the wrong man in your younger years, or not because you dealt with some foolishness, does that mean that you need to grab onto and adapt all of these quote unquote decentering men rhetoric? Okay, all this stuff that is being fed to you of, we don't need men. We don't have to be around men. We don't need them in our lives. She talked about in all aspects. You don't need male educators. You don't need male, like in any aspect, you don't need to be around men. For those of you who have that in mind, that you eventually do want to have a family, you are attracted to men, you do want to have relationships with men, that means that all of this stuff, this whole decentering men movement is not for you.
Instead of decentering men, why don't you just heal?
What's wild to me is that, a lot of people who are in certain spaces, her being a singer, it all makes sense now when you listen to her music, or when you look at her music videos, why she does things the way that she does them. It's because she is not into, or doesn't want to be in a relationship with men. So this is why also whenever I am listening to the radio, which is very rare, okay, very rare, but whenever I am listening to the radio, I'm always I'm always listening very keenly to the things that are coming out of people's mouths when they're making music, because I want to know where you stand. Because I'm not going to, I'm going to be honest, align myself or listen to or partake in certain things that are not edifying to me or don't align with the ways in which I believe. Okay, and that goes in all aspects of my life. It does not mean that we can't have, there might not be somebody who I listen to their music, but we have a difference in opinion, sure. But if you are so, against the unions or the structures that I believe in, I got to take a step back. I got to turn it off. I got to unfollow. I got to disconnect. And some people might say that that's, extreme or should not be that serious, but it is to me. I'm going to be really honest with you. There's a lot of women out there, like I said, who are putting on all of this. They're putting on the decentering men movement, the 4B movement. We don't need men. It went from, and this is exactly what the whole feminist movement as of right now exemplifies. It's no longer about, we want equality to men. We want to be seen the same way. We want the same level of pay. We want the same level of respect. It went from that to being, we're over men. We're better than men. Men are beneath us. Men should worship us, to another step, we don't need men in its entirety.
Unfortunately, feminism today doesn't have room for somebody like me, because I disagree with a lot of feminists. It isn't about women. It is about pushing ideas. Feminists are erasing femininity and erasing women. Take all the qualities of women that makes us unique, that we can bring to the table, and act as if the way to be a woman is to be more like a man.
I did not watch the BET Awards purposefully. Okay, I did not watch it, but I saw a lot of highlights from the show, and I felt like that was like the greatest level or example of what they were trying to exude with that entire platform. I feel like that got, you know, I feel like that was blatantly clear. A lot of woman on woman action. I was like, oh, is this the VMAs? Oh, is this Madonna with Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera all over again? Like, is that what's happening? We have to pay attention to the divide, right? There's now like a very severe line drawn. The feminist movement is not consisting of women who are even, the only time that they are okay with women being in relationships with men is if men meet the certain criteria that they all deem to be okay or normal or functional for a relationship. That's where a man does not correct a woman if she's being disrespectful to him. That's where a man does not have certain level of respect for himself or boundaries. That's where a man allows a woman to do whatever it is that she wants to do, move however she wants to move, and he can't say anything about it, but yet still he'll pay all her bills and he'll provide you know, everything for her, but he has no say of what goes on within the household. Yeah, he's a leader, but he can't lead her anywhere because he can't come off as controlling. There's a full list of criteria of what's okay, what's not okay. And if these men, you know, step anywhere out of this boundary, they will come and flock to that person's social media account and force that woman to break up her relationship.
Russian women don't need feminism. They don't like it, and feminist movement will never spread in Russia. So that's why instead of women against men movement, we have women coming together to support and save the men that we have today.
Whether it's Simone Biles, whether it is the social media influencer Monet, who her you know, her boyfriend came out and was talking about stuff on social media that he didn't agree with. And they were like, cancel him. We're over him. We don't want you to be with him. This is horrible. You deserve better. You need to be with somebody else.
Mr. Simone Biles apparently didn't know who the GOAT was until he started dating her. But does anyone really know who he is?
Honestly, I feel like we both have like had a moment where just like the internet has assumptions about like a relationship and like it's intense.
I'm trying to figure out how these women plan on having children in the future. Maybe they're working on something that I don't know nothing about. I'm trying to figure out how these women talk about all of these things of how they don't need men, but at the same time, you know, they want to live where they live. They want the infrastructure. They want to be able to drive their cars. They want to be able to wear these hats and do all these things. And all the manufacturing is not from women alone. The entire comfort of wherever she is staying, I'm sure, was built by men.
I think that there are certain positions in society that are comfortable for a woman, and when you start pushing the men out of the other positions, then the women have to step into the ones that are uncomfortable for women, and I'm not willing to do that.
It's even gotten so bad that there's young women who are taking on all these thought processes and ideals and decentering men, and they don't even understand the magnitude of what it even means, but they're adapting it as their own. And I think it's distasteful. I do. Again, for a lot of the women who talk about, oh, you know, I could do bad on all by myself. I don't need no man. You know, I'm decentering men. You know, no man can't tell me what to do. Who cares what men like? Who cares what men think? You know, I saw this post on social media where it was like some rapper, he had said that he liked a certain hairstyle on women, and there was women in the comment section. Who cares what men likes? Who cares what men think? Okay, for all of those women, you heard the preferences that she said she had in the beginning of the video. I think maybe you guys need to look into yourself and see what preferences you truly have, if you have this strong vengeance against men as a whole. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on this video. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.